That TS Hawkeye guy here. Gonna do another live stream. These go pretty good for the most part. It's I've only had to ban one person, and that's not bad. Uh I'm having a few adult beverages this evening. Uh we all know that TS Hawkeye guy endorses the adult beverages. But if you're underage, stay away. Uh and always drink responsibly. So I'll explain to you the 369 rule. I go over this every time. I do this so I kill some time before anybody gets here. 3 minutes, nobody's here, I'll cut it off. 6 minutes, nobody comments, I'll cut it off. 9 minutes, that's when I have my, you know what I mean? That's my escape. If I'm not feeling it, if whatever. 9 minutes, I'll cut it off. These usually go about 35, 40 minutes. I don't have a long attention span, so although it's I enjoy doing them. I don't. It's uh, regulars on the channel, I'm sure, know about my anxiety issues. I get anxiety about doing live streams sometimes. It's really foolish. It's I realize that in my head, but it's when I schedule a live stream, sometimes I look forward to it and I dread it. Like I said, they never go bad, but it's just the thing that happens. So I'm pretty medically taken care of there, but we don't even get into that one. That's on my other channel. We talk about that, but so yeah. I tried to do a Masters of the Universe live stream last time. We get off track. So I'm just going to sit here when somebody comes in. I'm going to see what they want to see. We've got Masters of the Universe. We have random stuff. And we have superheroes. You come in, it can be your chance to say, look, this is what I want. We even have G.I. Joe we can look at. So, it's kind of your choice. What do you want to see? 3 people are here. Thank you for joining. What we can look at G.I. Joe. We can look at random stuff. Dirtbull, hey, Abood. Or is it a bod? So we've got random, Masters of the Universe, superheroes. What does everyone want to see? I'm not doing too much, my friend. I'm enjoying a few adult beverages. And we're having a live stream talking about toys. I don't know if this is your first live stream here. I apologize. I think that's Hindi. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I don't know how to read it. French and German, a little bit better. So what do you want to see? Random toys, Masters of the Universe Origins, G.I. Joe, superheroes. We're always on superheroes. Well, I'm sorry, my friend. You're welcome to stay. I really apologize. We are going to look at toys. Does anyone have a preference? What do you want to see? What do you want to see? Because we're going to go to Masters of the Universe Origins if nobody gives me a heads up. We're at the 4-minute mark, so had to have a drink of courage. If someone was buying something from me also, check your email. We're having a postal strike in Canada. I don't know when that's going to be resolved. Kind of one of those things. So, everyone that sent me money, I've sent you an email. Do you want to wait, or would you like your money back? Just get back to me, preacher. That's also, sadly, to say I can't send the thing that I have for you. But, we'll try. It's all just a wait. We're playing the waiting game. So, all right. We're going to look at some Masters of the Universe. Oh. Whoa, can't put that there. A little boom boom. And, all right. Masters of the Universe Origins. As I said, we can still look at random superheroes or G.I. Joes, but just the weapons, all the accessories, all the larger accessories. There's some mini comics in there as well. You know, I'm just going to go through this. This is kind of the figures that get a little bit more time, that I like a little bit more. Excuse me. Derple, what is up? Were you on my last... You were at my last live stream, were you not? I'm going to ask you. Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, random stuff, or superheroes? What do you want to see? We're always kind of going about superheroes, so we're just going to jump into the Masters. That is the Masterverse Beastman, which is an amazing figure. Okay, want to know what? What we're going to do? These are the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 superheroes. I don't have any Marvel Legends. I had a whole collection of them. When they were Toy Biz, I pretty much had the entire Toy Biz line. I think I was missing one of the chases. But, alright, I gotta move some stuff around here. So, superheroes. You want to go Marvel or DC? I have way more Marvel. So, this is just what I have pulled out. I do have more. I can't get to it, so... Logan, how you doing, my friend? We're looking at some... Oh, excuse me. We're looking at some superheroes. Marvel or DC? Those two little... Oh, that's what I have for DC. The rest is Marvel. So... I have more. I'll probably be getting into that next live stream. It's that's where they are. They're past that. As I said, just so everybody knows, I just moved. Still trying to get everything together. And, you know, I live in a camper trailer. My choice. It sucks sometimes. This is a new trailer. My last one was a lot smaller, and it was me and 2 cats. The cats will probably make a cameo. They always do. If you check my videos, I have shorts. I have a cat named Monty. Monty loves to be on camera. Bitten is a shy kitty. Not so much. But we'll look and see. We will wait. Let's... Avengers is right here. And again, these are my Avengers. These are characters that I consider Avengers. I've been reading comics for like 45 years. So, you know, it's although any of the controversial members that people maybe don't think is an Avenger, they're the ones that I think people would have a problem with. You know, it's Rage is in here. So that was early to mid 90s, you know. It's like I said, I'm an old man. It's kind of hard to think, but before I sold all my comics, I had a ton of Avengers comics, and kind of regret selling them, but that bought my last trailer. There's a short of the last trailer too. So is everyone here subscribed? Hit the subscribe. Hit the like. You know, share some of my videos. That helps us all. Because if you enjoy this content, the more people I talk to, the more apt I am to do it. So, I'm just, there we go. I was just having a cigarette. Please don't start smoking. Terrible habit. All right, so we looked at Rage. I think this is Ryu from Street Fighter. I never played Street Fighter, but he came in a 2-pack, a Gamerverse 2-pack with Black Widow. There was so little 3 3/4 stuff on the market at the time. Of course, I scooped it up. He's my Shang-Chi. If I could get another one, he would be Quick Kick from G.I. Joe. I would use the pants. I would use the body. I'd probably switch out the head. You know, there's a nice just upper muscular body. Use the web gear, use his head. So, classic Thor. Yeah. We have the man, Hawkeye. I have about 9 Hawkeye figures. 4 different Hawkeye figures. They just keep accumulating here. Certain figures I buy 2 of if I can find them, just so I have a spare. These are getting old. These are plastic. Some of these are almost 20 years old. Maybe not 20, 15 years old. So they break. New Avengers era. Lucas Cage. I don't know why I called him Lucas, but real name's Carl Lucas, ironically. There aren't too many doubles in here, but we will see a few. Captain America. Captain America. I know it was really controversial when Sam Wilson became Captain America. You know, but if you look at like the history of comics, Sam was Cap's partner for years. Even when he wasn't like specifically his partner, he always, you know, Steve could always count on Sam. That was a genius move to make Sam Captain America. It was better than Bucky. I'm trying to think who else they made Captain America. I'm not I don't remember top of my head, but Sam Wilson, genius idea. We have nobody here, so I will talk to myself. Oh, somebody came in. Excuse me. I will talk to myself. I will talk to you. We're looking at superheroes. We can change that. We have G.I. Joes, Masters of the Universe, or we can look at random stuff. We're looking at superheroes because somebody chose superheroes. And specifically, we're looking at the Scarlet Witch. That was a harder figure to find. This was a 2-pack figure. This was MCU Black Panther. This came with an Agent 13, Sharon Carter. That I traded off. Wanted the Black Panther. We have a Red Hulk from the most recent Captain America movie. Haven't seen it yet. I'll see it eventually. All right, so we're 13 minutes and 30 seconds. Nobody's here by 15. I'm going to cut it off. I may not post it. We'll see. But it's all good. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think it hurts anybody for me to do these live streams. But to keep looking at the same stuff. Someone throw me a curveball sometime. Say random stuff. Or let me see your fridge. Like, it's one of those things, you know. It's I got a lot of toys, but I got like almost 650 videos, so we've looked at everything. It's this is just like the relook. We're re-examining all the good stuff. You know, I've got people popping in for like 30 seconds. Apparently my content's not for everybody. I know that. I'm very unique, and my wife has to buy me special pants. Let's say that. Not really. But like I said, there's not too many doubles. Then we have the Falcon. This is, we have 2 Falcons. This is the earlier Falcon. This is the Falcon from the dedicated Avengers line. I have a Vulture. Using this body, I've got to find, like, it needs some repaints. If I could put my hands on it, we'd see it. I am going to do a live stream with customs sometime just to show off the customs. This is the Black Knight. This is kind of his 90s look. He had sleeves on his coat in the 90s. I kind of just like I like that one. Spider-Woman Jessica Drew. Spider-Woman Julia Carpenter. We have Yellow Jacket. I have another Yellow Jacket. He's more like a gold tint. I like the yellow one better. Ant-Man. Another cap. This is my default cap. I have two of these as well. U.S. Agent, one of the very few Captain America, the First Avenger figures they actually released here. Like, these were like scarce as crazy. We usually, in my part of Canada, we used to get, like, they would dump all the canceled stuff here. Like, they had a lot of canceled G.I. Joe stuff from the Rise of Cobra. And they were so cheap. They were like $8, I think. And, that was awesome because they were plentiful. I hooked a bunch of people up. I charged $10 plus shipping just for my time. And that's how we should do. We should be taking care of each other in this community. We have the She-Hulk. This, I think, is the single carded. There is another one that was in a comic pack. The Clumsy James. What is up, my friend? I'd like to get another She-Hulk so I can paint her like Fantastic Four. So, Falcon fell back in there. James, I'm giving this to you, my friend. Angie, how's it going? Now, here's what I'm gonna give you guys a choice. We're looking at superheroes because somebody said they wanted to see superheroes. I also have Random Toys, Masters of the Universe Origins, and G.I. Joe. Thanks, James. It's this is a toy channel. Please subscribe. Check out my videos. This is the kind of content I do. One and done. I don't do a whole lot of live streams. It's trying to get over some anxiety doing live streams. Just anxiety in general. But I'm enjoying some adult beverages this evening. So got a little bit of liquid courage in me. So we're just going to keep going with superheroes until, like, seriously, like, I mean, we've got some video game toys. We got Indiana Jones. So now we have the Steve Rogers Captain America. I think I didn't see any I don't know if anyone read the Secret Empire thing. That kind of killed Marvel for me. I didn't ever get back on Marvel after they made the symbol of a country created by Jewish gentlemen a Nazi. But anyway, we have Simon Williams. This was a harder figure to find. This came in a 2-pack with a figure we're going to see soon, Quicksilver. It was very pricey. I guess it was scarce. It came out around the end. I have a phasing version of this, which I would like to get a second of. Seems like a broken record. I say I want a second of. But I'd like to paint it halfway phasing. I don't know. All right. Next, we have the New Avengers, Iron Fist. We have the Vision. This is apparently a hard figure to find, too. I had 4 of them at one point. Wish I would have kept them. We have Mockingbird from the West Coast Avengers, one of my favorite series. We have the Wasp. We have Future Wife number 3, Scarlett Johansson. Then we have a little Yellow Jacket, a little Ant-Man, and a little Wasp. So we'll put all these back. A couple of, say, outliers in there, but The newest figure in this box, we have the Multiple Man, and that is a Endor Han jacket. I had two of the Han. So, you know, I wish it was a little bit longer. I tried to sew one for Gambit, my 15-year Gambit. I call it the 15-year Gambit because I've been changing things, redoing things, breaking things apart, changing legs, changing hands for about 15 years, like on that one figure. We'll see him. He's probably at the bottom. So, Multiple Man. We have Archangel. This is a great figure. I wish I had the Death Mask version. I unfortunately don't. That's pretty pricey. I have the Cable with Baby Hope. I would trade Baby Hope for the Death Mask. Anyone, you know, anyone knows. Anyone wants to trade, let me know. Well, we have Warpath in my X-Men universe. That's Thunderbird. Again, I've been reading comics for a long time. We have Sunfire. I really like this figure. I like the character because he's kind of an ass. This is a repainted Bishop. This was made out of a Bishop head and a Retaliation roadblock body. I have to re-glue those back on, but he has more articulation, and we love articulation. We have the Marvel Epic Heroes Rogue. Great figure. There is a Marvel Universe Rogue that's very expensive, and I really don't want to pay a whole lot of money for it. Blue Beast. I have the Gray Beast somewhere. Everything is somewhere. One of the surprise figures, I am surprised I like it so much. There's the new Wolverine, the all-new Wolverine, Laura Kinney. I have her just in her X-23 garb. This figure is sweet. Like, this came out at the end of the line. Amazing figure. We have like 90s Jim Lee Cyclops. This figure is very wonky. The legs are kind of weird. It just doesn't, you know. So I prefer this one. I believe this one was in the X-Men box set. I could be, or no, this was in a comic pack, I think. And you know, I get all these. Maybe, hey, what do you want, Angie? We're having a strike with Canada Post, so nothing's going out soon. I said earlier in the video, I have a few things people are waiting for that have paid for, and I can't send them out because Canada Post is having a strike. Last time they had a strike, I think it went a couple of months, and that was when mail was essential. That was before everything was done online and we had direct deposit. They had some bargaining power then. They don't really got a lot now. So, as I said, cell-shaded Cyclops. Show you my favorite. I do not have a favorite figure. I have a couple that I really like. Let me see if I can find my current favorite. Oh, he shouldn't be too far. I never find it when I look for it, but it's, okay, no. I can find it. This is one of my many favorites, you know, like in this toy line, Star Wars is like the big thing on this channel. So, this is the Homecoming Spider-Man. Oh, thank you very much, Angie. If you leave me a comment on something, I will sub back. But you have to leave me a comment. I'm not really computer or YouTube savvy. That's why my videos are all one and done. So, that's the Homecoming Spider-Man. We'll finish the X-Men, then we'll get into the Spider-Man. There's a couple of customs in there. There's one figure that, like, I mean, I show it and everybody freaks right out. They're like, "Oh, that's so awesome!" People get excited about my cats and my Spider-Ham figure. So, is that's your name on Facebook? I'll tell you what. I think I'm banned from Facebook at the moment. Okay, good, because I think I'm banned from Facebook. This is Havoc. I would like to get a second Havoc so I can make a more classic look. There was a variant. I said something a little bit mean to somebody, and they didn't like it, and they reported the post, and I can't post for 30 days. I am a repeat offender on Facebook for that. Kitty Pryde, she comes with her dragon. I don't have the little arm thing, but I do have the dragon. There is a repainted Iceman figure. We have, like, I call this the Patch Wolverine. This came in a 2-pack with the Silver Samurai. Quicksilver, he came in the comic pack with Wonder Man. They came with an issue of the Avengers West Coast. I don't remember which one. I had the original. I still have a couple West Coast Avengers toys or comics. This is my default, like, favorite Cyclops. You know, just the normal. I think this was the Secret Wars pack. We have Weapon X Wolverine. This came with a little, like, tank. He would sit in. It had a thing to hold him up so you could pretend he was, like, floating. And then it had some breakaway pieces, like he broke out of the glass. It's kind of cool. I had that up in the main house, but this is a repainted Wolverine. This was a Moon Knight body. Hold on a sec. That was this body. I just popped the head, the claws, and the legs off. You have no subscribers. Well, I'll tell you what, leave me a thing, and, well, you know, I'll give you a shout out next video I do. As long as I can find your channel. So, do you make content, Angie? You know, if you make content, like, I would love to. I'm not a big creator, but I definitely want to help bring everybody on YouTube up. Well, then I will be happy to give you a shout out. I don't know when my next video is going to be, probably tomorrow. And yeah, no, I'll take a look at your content. I will okay, well, I'll still subscribe. I'll give you, you know, archive content is still pretty good. You know, I'm going to ask you something basic. Is your age range 15 to 18 or above? Only because, you know what I mean? I'm an old man. I got to ask this stuff. You know, I can still subscribe, still give you a shout out. It's just, I don't think it really matters either way. We have Puck. Okay, well, no, that's totally cool. That's totally cool. I'm an older man. It's, again, I don't email anybody. I don't ask for anything. It's, this channel's pretty PG, like, pretty G-rated. It's, I say some bad words sometimes. Well, I say bad words a lot, but I have Tourette's syndrome. Not my fault. Well, kind of is my fault, but, you know, sometimes we talk about things, you know, it's nothing that you couldn't see watching something on Netflix, but it's just not my place for you to hear it. You know, my daughter doesn't watch my channel, so my best friend does, though. It's, and she's younger than my daughter. It's kind of a strange thing. We're going to keep up with the action figures. We have Puck from Alpha Flight, being a Canadian. I have a lot of love for Alpha Flight. Excuse me. We have Professor X. Angie, I will ask you something, though. If you ever see something you think is questionable... Oh, my favorite movie? 28 Days Later. Easy. No! Night of the Living Dead. I've watched Night of the Living Dead about easy 500 times. So, I have a zombie playlist on my account. So, I have tons of playlists, actually. I have a zombie one. I have a Marvel, comics in general. Trying to think. I have an SPC account playlist. I had a whole bunch. We have Professor X. We have Jubilee. One that I need another figure of so I can paint a more classic Jubilee. I have two cats that are always in these videos. I don't know why they're being so shy. I just got a new trailer. I live in a camper trailer. And if you look on some of my shorts, my kitty Monty, I have a series called Monty's the Main Character. And I think we're up to number 9 or 10. Because I try to do something, mainly when I'm sitting trying to do videos, Monty comes in. And again, I've gone 32 minutes. That's probably the longest Monty's been away from me. She gets mad when I go out somewhere because, she's right mean to me for about an hour. It's the funniest thing. That's Astonishing Wolverine. We have Nightcrawler, one of my favorite characters of all time. This figure is awesome. This was number 1 on my list for a very long time. I lucked into 2 of them. So, Cable, love this figure. Love the character. Deadpool. I like the movies. Don't necessarily like the character that much. Mystique. X Factor Jean Grey. There's a story about when I got the X Factor box. Prince Namor, the Submariner. Colossus. I also have the Juggernaut Colossus. I don't know where he is, but I love the movies. I had Deadpool's first comic appearance, and I had a couple. I was really into the X-Men comics at the time. And I had a whole bunch of his things. And I really don't like the artist that did the first couple appearances. So, if you like him, that is amazing. Definitely don't let anyone discourage you. So, we have Angel. There are his wings. We have the Epic Collection Storm that was exclusive to the X-Jet and the 5-pack. We'll do 15-year Gambit last. We have Psylocke. We have another Warpath. I use this one as Warpath because Thunderbird is my Warpath is my Thunderbird. We have Emma Frost, another character I don't really care for. We have Magneto. One of my... Other than Doctor Doom, I think Magneto's got it. So, this is the 15-year Gambit. Hey, Charles, how we doing? This was painted from a G.I. Joe figure. The head is from a Gambit figure. The coat is obviously Star Wars Jedi robe. It's it's painted all under the coat. That's good, my friend. Have you subbed? Because we're going to look at Spider-Man next. So, and I have a Spider-Ham custom that everybody loves. Kind of worried about my cats. I haven't seen them. But thank you very much. If you like this kind of content, I have 600 plus videos. If you're a content creator, let me know. Leave a message on one of my videos. I give shout outs. I believe Angie. I think I'm giving Angie a shout out. I think you were cool with that, right, Angie? Again, I'm enjoying some adult beverages, so you're a little confused sometimes. So, all right. So, Charles, this isn't all the figures I have. These are just the figures we're looking at. We had a choice at the start of the live stream. Someone picked superheroes because we have random stuff. Masters of the Universe Origins. G.I. Joe. The only thing we're not looking at is Star Wars, which is probably about 40% of my channel. So, let's look at some Spider-Man. That is Homecoming Spider-Man, one of my favorite figures. We have Big Time Spider-Man. Spider-Man Noir that I've only seen on Across the Spider-Verse. But just love the costume. I'm looking for a second one so I can pop the head off and make a Ghost Rider. Dan Ketch Ghost Rider. That's normal Spider-Man. We have custom 6-armed Spider-Man. I want to make another one and make it the Spider Doppelganger. I'm looking for a second Spider-Man Hobgoblin so I can make a Demo Goblin. We have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Superposable Spider-Man. We have a random Spider-Man I got at one of the second-hand stores in a bag of figures. We have the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly. We have the Marvel Epic Heroes Collection, Iron Spider. There's his other arm. We have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Original Trilogy Spider-Man, which apparently is hard to find. We have Kane Parker Spider-Man. We have Random Epic Heroes Spider-Man. We have Spider-Man 2099, and I'm all by myself again. I don't think I'm going to post this. If this gets posted, just, Man, I'm not doing live streams on Saturday again. So, all right. I'm going to cut this off. I think nobody's really here. I got one person here. Oh, Angie's back. Okay. Angie, here, I'll show you right away. This is the custom Spider-Ham figure. Where are we, Spider-Ham? Oh my gosh. You're not in here. Oh, there we go. That is the custom Spider-Ham that was made out of a Mega Bloks Ninja Turtle. We have a custom Uncanny Spider-Man. That's when Nightcrawler was Spider-Man. I think I pulled the other good custom out. We have a custom Agent Venom. This is made of all G.I. Joe parts. I do have tendrils that plug into his back. We have Spider-Shot. This was from Epic Heroes, Miles Morales. Miles Morales is a great character. We just have a darker of the default Spider-Man. We have the Sony Spider-Man. We have House of M Spider-Man. Black Costume Spider-Man, which I gotta say, oh, nice. It's 35 to 40 minutes is usually my live streams, but, people are still here and commenting, having a good time. Who's to say I can't? I go until I gotta pee. So, I'm diabetic, and I'm drinking some beer, so I'm gonna have to pee pretty soon. But if you've subscribed, my stuff will pop up. In Miles Morales. Let's look at my street level stuff. You would ask me what my favorite figure is. And one of my favorite figures right now is Ghost Rider. and I have a bike for him, and he's not here. So I don't know what went on there. He probably dropped. If I go to my bedroom, I can probably find him. But yeah, we'll look at the custom Thunderstrike first. That was made from a Thunderball. We have a custom blade. That was made from a Retaliation Ghost Rider, same figure that I made the Bishop out of. We have both Cloak and Dagger. We have the Punisher. We have the figure that I looked for many, many years, Darkhawk. This was like made of gold, apparently. We have Elektra. We have one of my favorite characters, Morbius. It depends what you're looking to buy. Angie, it's a lot of these aren't for sale, but I got a lot of doubles. It's I don't sell customs. I don't think I do well enough. I know a lot of people do sell customs. They're crazy expensive. You know, I always give people buyer beware. If you purchase a custom, know what you're getting into. Oh, Jesus Christ. The number one Hulkamaniac is here. James, I'm sorry. Keep using your real name, man. It's, I'm not selling Deadpool. We're having a postal strike in Canada. I can't send anything. Getting a call. We're going to just, I'll call her back. So we have Daredevil, Deathlock, and the previously seen Moon Knight. Let's go look to see if we can find Ghost Rider and his bike. Because he is not handy. Oh my god. Alright, I'm getting a ton of messages, so we'll find Ghost Rider and his bike, and probably gonna cut it off. Thank you, Charles. You said you subscribed, right, my friend? I talked about having anxiety earlier. But if I'm getting like a lot of people enjoying it, I'll go live again tomorrow. We'll look at something different. But yeah, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go find Ghost Rider and his bike, and then probably cut this off. Preacher, I always seem to cut it off when you get here, but all right, so I can't put the slide out on my trailer, and I'm a little too chubby to get through there sometimes. It's not on the floor. This is my bedroom where I sleep. I have a big bedroom, but I like it here. All right, I know Ghost Rider's not too far. Maybe I'll clear a spot so we can go in and look at all the action figures next time. Ugh. All right. I don't know where it's at. Oh, I think I'm stepping on it. No. All right, Preacher. Again, I'll email you next time I'm doing a live stream. I'm sorry, Angie. I don't know what on strike means. What you mean by on strike? Really want to find that Ghost Rider now. It's kind of buggy. Oh, there we go. I see him. He's in the Hulk box with the Hulks. Oh, want to know what? Like, when the mail's off, when the mail strike's off, I'm going to give a big announcement that I can send stuff out, and I'll let you know. So there's the Ghost Rider. That is a Marvelous retro bike. All right, so I'm going to cut this short. Oh, that's Monty. Monty, come here, Bubba. She's still mad at me because I was out all day. We went to the Scarecrow Festival. So All right, we'll talk. We'll talk again. Want to know what? Check back tomorrow. We may be doing another live. All right. Thank you very much for everyone that subscribed. Angie, thank you very much. I hope to see you tomorrow. All right, we'll talk then. Oh, never know how to end these.